Okay, I said racetracks, but I don't know. What's it? Okay, racetrack. Okay, sacrificial circle. Schatten unter the sea. Snowflake. Great divide. Like, Laurie did not get anybody to play this map on this stream. I think he got, like, yeah, I think he got some games on it, but it seemed to be like a struggle. But I don't give a shit. This is also one of the, I think, example maps where the rules going to play a little bit different. And I don't care if people, like, people don't, I don't know. I actually killed these communication centers to the sides though. So I don't think it's going to be, it's not going to be that stressful anymore, I think, to know what to do. Oh shit. Never mind. But yeah, I was going to say I killed off the communication center here. This is the previous version. So yeah, in the latest coming revision, the communication center on the edges here are gone because they kind of don't really serve a purpose anymore, with the map kind of being shortened by quite a bit. But overall, like, the map just plays, just have so many unexplored paths that people don't really have an overview of what to do on this map after, like, say, a couple of minutes, and they don't really have an overview of what the opponent will kind of do. Where do you move on the map? Like, what areas are actually valuable to hold and kind of to just, yeah, defend or push in this area here. Also, the opponent has a communication center which kind of protects this side of the map, and the top side has this side of the map, which kind of prefers the top player to move down here and to pressure over here. So it's just so many new paths, you know, for lack of a better word. And also the eco situation is a little bit different. You have double ore mines, but then you have a gem mine, and the FCOM provides for, like, an additional refinery, so you get like a big fat start position. So what do you do with all that? And I think players will get kind of kicked off their ass a little bit, like they're being told to, like, you look, this is a new situation, like, you got to deal with this. And I think some players don't like that. That's what I'm suspecting, though. That's kind of what I'm kind of teasing people. Like, I like to use you know, big boy map. I kind of just say, like, this is a map for men, going in fearlessly. You know, I just like to taunt them a little bit, because I mean, it's totally fair. You know, it's you cannot expect the same quality of gameplay when players don't really know what to do yet. Like, when you have players kind of figure out what's best to do and what not best to do, that's kind of when you get the good games rolling quickly. So for maps such as this, that's going to take a longer period of time for people to get to know it. And just, of course, you know, the distances being long, you know, getting used to kind of managing different areas of the map with whatever resolution you do play OpenRA with. Obviously going to play it, you know, they're told they don't have the mini map right away, so they're actually just going to have to scroll like this or drag around the map like this, which can be a little bit rough. So there's, you know, there's some merits to, you know, to critique for big maps. Obviously, there's no way to get around it. Oh, all right, man. All right, Laurie, absolutely, man. Yeah, I mean, I've been like your streaming event with the map test just kind of brought me some new energy. Not only to do the stream, but I'm gonna play test this map revision now, like, so much the coming weeks offline. Simply, you know, because of your kind of just bringing along, forcing this separation between, like, playable and unplayable new maps, because a lot of the maps you're playtesting has been, like, around for quite long, and then they just get brought up. Then people kind of revise them, and kind of some make it, some don't. But it it just breathes life into the game by actually bringing playable new maps into the scene. And I love it. I love it. Like the only comparable thing you had was Noob Map Maker's map contest, which always brought in new team games. Like always did bring in a refresher to the map pool over a Red Alert. Like there was, like what? How many maps did we have? Like did we have like 60 maps submitted for the last contest? And I was part of the judges. I just remember I was just not looking forward to do those score tests because there was just a horrific amount of maps. But at the end of the day, it's just such a good thing. So I'm probably going to do. Well, actually, I was thinking like to do it 3 hours, like 1 hour more, and then I'll gladly just give it up to you, man. I love watching you stream, and it's awesome. No promises yet, but might launch a team tournament in mid-March. All right, that's awesome. So anyway, with all that talk, we actually kind of missed the game. So point 1 to the top of Germany, Kazu bottom France. If I lost the MGG, I'm just gonna go ahead and just throw my head through the glass window. But it doesn't seem like we actually had that happening. So Mr. Point 1 here, kind of taking control of his immediate surroundings. They take his kind of natural communication center to the right side, makes him safe and feel safe enough to move out his MCV alone here. And to the left side, kind of the opposite happening. So it's kind of what I'm talking about. The first tech communication center for both players kind of points to the way, like where it is safest to move, because obviously you're going to have more vision there. Even without the edge communication center, it kind of just points you like that is maybe where you want to go, because you get more vision. On the other hand, your opponent has their forward command here, and he's going to be interested in keeping this area alive. So as you can see here, point 1 cannot really allow Kazu to just get full control of this area as well. So he's going to have to move in here and at this just have a look at how strong is Kazu on this area, and yeah, just kind of prod and just move back. Gotta be careful though. Oh no, this is a lot. This is just kind of closing in on the tanks here. Point 1 is going to lose this entire area, so this is a nightmare situation for point 1, because now we can't really harvest here anymore, at least not for very long, with Kazu taking absolute full power of this area. And you can see, point 1 is immediately just reinforcing this area without actually doing too much here. He's himself on this side and doing the exact same opposite thing to Kazu on Kazu's side. But just with the turrets, a really cost-efficient way of denying this ore patch here. Kazu is all the way up here, reinforcing. This time it's actually him taking a bad engagement. So you have this, so you have this time here where I think the like some people, I hear these people saying all the time, like with big maps such as this, the radar dome the radar tech is very strong. It's actually not necessarily true. Like if you can get out, like, just churn out like at least like a group of tanks that can just rush up to certain like strategic points early on, then you kind of set for the late game. Like the early yak and behind, it's kind of the opposite. Like the map is so huge that this area units is going to be counting a little bit less than usual. I think they're still going to be incredibly strong, and especially with Unplugged where you have the extra vision of it. But it's you still kind of want to be very quick of at least grabbing one side of the map and one expansion of that side of the map, something like that. See, even I have no idea how this map is supposed to be played, to be honest. That's not really what I just make maps, and I figure out everything else later. Like, that's my secret. I have no I have no plan. No, so but the communication center, the radar dome came up now, and it's still really strong. Like one of the obvious strength of the radar on maps such as this is the radar, the minimap itself. The minimap itself is incredibly valuable, obviously, where you can just obviously just click around, and if you are from say StarCraft 2, like Lord Driver might know about this, you're actually using the minimap so much, like when you're using the hotkeys for everything, but you also kind of look on the minimap to kind of spot for things to happen. So you see your opponent coming in on the minimap, you just, oh, is that like, oh, it's like a medivac, or is, I guess Chinook or whatever. It's very important to keep a nice sense of control. So let's see. We're gonna have yeah, Heinz being built by both players. Artilleries, I guess, would be not necessarily the thing that you want to build right away. You don't have mobility with the artilleries, obviously. So yeah, you can see that both players are, well, now Kazu started his artillery, but look at the amount of tanks he has. 5. So okay, so he has a lot of artillery. So unless he's building like anti-air, this artillery is just gonna get killed. Look at this. 1 goes down, 2 goes down, 3 goes down. Okay, he's gonna lose 1 hind there, but kill. Okay, yeah, still 1 hind for. Okay, 2 hinds for 4 artillery. I think that's still okay, because now this base is totally set. So artillery, too early artilleries. Artilleries are fine, but you have to like couple them with anti-air and stuff like that. Kazu is building it now. Unfortunately, he already lost his first batch of artillery, so it's a little bit slow. But I think just getting like a couple of wolf tanks of is much more important. By the way, you don't really have to do this unplugged. Like with structures itself being kind of beefy, you can. I guess this map is kind of big, so you probably are kind of fixed on a lot of places at once, but you can safely kind of move around these units more freely, to say, as long as you just don't run head on to the opponent's armies. You can be a little bit more liberal of where you have your units. I think maybe they're just waiting for their hinds though to get the extra vision, but this is kind of like the. I remember when I first started this unplugged series back in December, it actually like took a couple of weeks before people kind of readjusted to this kind of gameplay, because you know one of the things the first feedback I actually got from this is this is just totally weird playing this stuff again. And one of the things that kind of happened the last like 4 or 5 months with the stance changes was that people were just kind of building up this blobs, just kind of staying in their base and just kind of waiting, and then just move out, and they have kind of the action focus on that blob. And it took like maybe like I would say like 2 weeks, like right after the Christmas holidays, where people are kind of starting to come out, and it's like, ugh. And I sort of kind of imagined that as like the lion cubs coming out of their holes of the when they're kind of growing up and just looking out in the, looking up to the sky. At first, just kind of a little bit scared to move out, but there's no danger out there at all. But they're just kind of slowly just moving out on the grass field again, and then just all hell breaks loose in a week after that. So it's kind of funny thing to see people kind of adjusting to the playstyle, because you can't just go to the unplugged from vanilla and expect to just change, to adapt quickly. That's going to take some time. And okay, now so let's see what actually is going on here. So we do have Kazu just kind of bunkering up in this area here with the anti-air gun. Point 1 is there's no point in moving into the other side here. I think they might as well just kind of leave this area. Put the artilleries here. Okay, I like what point 1 is doing here. He's separating the wait. Why is the artillery following? So I guess like the artillery could just stay here. It's like, all right, fine. This is a no man's zone, and then just move the tanks and infantry somewhere else, because they basically it's just cannon fodder, and not being used for anything. This area around here is a very interesting area. It's it seems pretty useless. There's no ore patches here. There's basically this is where the communication center kind of come into play, because if you can control this area in the middle, sort of like in Dual Cold Front, this has kind of the same mechanic as that map, is that when you have that area on lockdown, you suddenly have like four or five like extra like attack vectors against your opponent to move out from. You can see kind of how kind of vulnerable, like Point One actually has some units in here, but Kazu is very vulnerable here. So if Point One were to just come in here and take full control of this area, he could just come in from so many attack vectors that Kazu would quickly kind of find himself in a pretty difficult position to actually defensive sides. So yeah, so Kazu would, I mean, Point One would probably do himself a favor, just kind of leaving this area be. Like, he already did his job. He denied the ore mine here being used by Kazu, and he can just do whatever he wants on his side. So I think the game plan would now be on this side. It looks like Point One also kind of doing okay on this side, although the forward command kind of died, but he's still kind of finding himself in a, I don't know, better position here for himself than Kazu is doing in his side. Okay, Kazu is actually moving to the middle. Okay, this is what they should just do now, because there's no point in attacking into this area here for neither player. And until they get to the, I should say, next stage of the game, they could just leave this be for now. And yeah, start focusing into the middle area. Well, that's a lot of Hinds, so it's gotta be careful with those, man. Don't want to lose. I've seen so many Hind blobs lost in my. Wait, that was actually Abarat's Hinds. Well, actually, every game where one player had like a gazillion Hinds, and there were not 5 aces, they just lose a shit ton of Hinds here in this game. So you can see on the minimap. Oh no. That's actually pretty cool by Point One. Like, he just realizes this is kind of a stalemate area, so it's like, all right, screw it. I'm just gonna build a gap generator here, and good luck, have fun breaking into this one. Even the longbow has kind of a reduction in vision. It's just by 2 cells, but it does actually make us, short distance difference here. This is not good by. I don't know. I have no idea why medium tank, why Kazu is doing this. Yeah, I know why. You want to kill ore trucks, but I don't think at this stage of the game you want to sacrifice 3 tanks to kill an ore truck now. Yeah, you have longbows out, kind of reaching the stage 60 minutes into the game. Oh, this might be better though. Are there artillery? There's 1 artillery here. Oh, there's a mobile radar jammer. If that gets into close to the forefront, well, actually Kazu is turning around, but if that radar jammer is in here while this attacking is happening, that would be insane. There's just 1 artillery here though, so if Kazu realized that, he might actually be tempted to run in. Tanya! Okay, radar jammer, gotta be careful. It's gonna be killed by the medium tank so quickly. That radar jammer was kind of wasted. But anyway, Tanya is in here and whacking off. That sounded dirty. She's not whacking off, she's killing off a lot of infantry. And the infantry is not happy about Tanya doing that. So good job there by Point One, just forcing Kazu back into his own side there. Okay, Kazu with his own longbow. Like, the longbow count is actually going to matter in this game. So we have like 3, 4. Okay, so 4 longbows here for Mr. Point One. It's going to kill off 1 Hind. I gotta be careful about picking off Hind. You gotta be careful watching out for your opponent's longbows. Okay, nice pick. He should actually keep picking off this medium tanks as well. If he might as well just do that. Yeah, his helipad is protected by anti-air gun, so he can just keep on doing that kind of stuff. That's fine. But you gotta be careful if your opponent has a stronger longbow contingent and suddenly just find you out in the middle of nowhere. Oh my god. Where's Tanya? Why am I blind? Oh shit, there she is. Oh, that was Kazu's Tanya. It's like, what the hell? What's going on here? Yeah, so longbow count. You know what I wish we had in OpenRA is we had this kind of tally, this one area. Maybe just like the production, but just kind of pulling up all the images of the units here. and just put a number to it so we can see exactly how much that would be so awesome. Okay, so I see 4 longbows here by Kazu. That's a okay number. I think on this map you can actually start to kind of build in some more. Oh no! Oh no! Never do this, guys. Never, ever, ever do this. Point 1 should sell this helipad immediately. He never wants... You need your... you don't have to have the helipad stations right next to each other, but you need them like in one place, in one area, so that when you retreat, because you're gonna be doing action so fast in OpenRA that you just want to get used to just kind of grabbing all your own boss. Maybe just press deploy, your deploy hotkey button. They will just kind of spread out to the different helipads. This helipad is going to screw up point 1 more than once if it doesn't sell it. You're gonna see more and more helipads just running past the opponent's anti-air gun and just get kills for free. So let's see though. Let's see, 1, 2, okay, 6 longbows now. It's a good count, and Kazu has not built a missile radar jammer. I hope he rebuilt that missile radar jammer. That missile radar jammer are amazing when it comes to longbow fights. There is another AA gun here. One lone Tanya. Alright, so let's see what... Okay, there's the longbows of Kazu. Not really supported, they're kind of just looking at the outskirts. There is one anti-air gun, so point 1. He sees the anti-air gun. He cannot really move in with his tank. Look at this longbow's just going to be picking off tanks now. Oh, he should focus the anti-air gun. No. Okay, it's fine. But it's not. Oh, he doesn't know what to do. And this one is out of ammo and somehow just is in the front here. This is so messy. Okay, this makes no sense. Okay, that was kind of messy situation there. Okay, but Tanya is still here from Kazu, so this attack will just end up being medium tanks for point 1. And there's just too many rockets here. He needs either the missile radar jammer or his own Tanya, and he doesn't have either at this point. So this medium tanks is a huge waste to point 1. Kazu, despite kind of having lost the presence here for such a long time, is now in a position to actually move in himself. I think there was like what 15 tanks by point 1 in there, and now they're all just, it's just a graveyard. Like if you just spammed out the mechanics, like imagine like how many tanks you would just end up with. Just adding up to your own. Okay, an attack in this area might kill the forward command, which is okay. It's gonna prevent the artillery fire. This tank is not moving though, so it's not gonna last forever. But yeah, okay, kills the forward command and then just moves back. That's at least something. But the unfortunate truth is that point 1's army there with this attack was just utterly decimated. Okay, we're gonna have a GPS satellite here virtually the same time for both players, so we're gonna have a completely different playstyle now. Now it's gonna be more about the longbows and just army positioning and the artillery is my guess. Oh, the first shots off goes from the Kazu helicopters. It's gonna kill off. Well, looks like a fair trade here with some rocket troopers kind of killing off the edge for Kazu, but I was gonna say that with the GPS satellite, now the situation becomes a different thing. Now it's gonna be, I guess, the good old artillery late game meta. You know, longbows and artillery, they're just so good. They're just absolutely awesome. So, how do you deal with this? I would say spam out your longbows and spam out the artillery. But get some radar jammers under your own longbows, so that if your opponent wants to kind of try to prevent your longbows from getting an edge, you can kind of stop it from there. But I'm not sure exactly how you want to deal with this situation. And to be honest, I haven't seen this map being played like this before. Exactly, like mirror allied matchup. Time 23 minutes. So I guess we can have in. Well, I guess nuke is a good thing. I just don't see nukes in my games. Where is it? Right there. Okay, nuke from Kazu. I think that's a fantastic choice. And I think, yeah, Chronospear as well. The German Chronospear on this map could be amazing. Simply because there's no way. The map is so huge. There's no way of actually how do you counter a 13 medium tank or whatever chrono in your base. There's just no way really to actually counter that. So you're gonna have maybe players building like a double, I don't know, double tech center build. Kazu is playing as France, so he might consider just building fakes everywhere if this turns out to be a long game, which it might as well be. Although I like Kazu's position better simply because he has so much more army here. Point one is doing a good job picking off stray units here. There's the mobile ready jammer. This is kind of like a safe area. Look at that. Longbows just kind of move into that area. Don't really. This is kind of the mobile ready jammer kind of functions for the longbow as kind of a mobile anti-air unit because it just prevents your longbow from taking any damage whatsoever. That was a spy into the base of. Wait, how did they get there? Yeah, spy into the power plant of Kazu, but I didn't see any follow-up from it. Nothing that I really saw. Okay, another attack here coming in from the Shroud. You know what? There's no artillery here with point one. That's actually a little bit scary. He has Tanya with her, so I guess it's okay. Oh, Tanya got killed off there by wow. Just a free Tanya kill there. And Kazu might just, if Kazu pushes into the here and put on pressure, yeah, he's gonna put on pressure from two sides. He doesn't have Tanya with him himself. Oh, look at that! That is the power of the missile already. He has 4 of them, which I don't think he needs. But oh god, he's just gonna suicide them. This works just as bad as medics and the mechanics. If you just aim move with them, they're just gonna go straight into the face of the barrel of the enemy. You have to micro them a little bit.
A-bomb launch.
Oh
detected.
my god! And there we go. I got the notification. A-bomb launch detected, but I didn't get the name. But I'm gonna see it anyway. Oh, by the way, Titan Gladius. Did I see your name earlier on? If not, thanks for the follow. And oh man, this freaking plugin, man, it's just horrible. I'm gonna see you later, man. I'm gonna look at the log. Yeah, A-bomb launch is actually coming in 5 minutes here if this game goes on for so long. Point one actually managed to push back, but just barely. No, yeah, he pushed him back, but Kazu actually just seemed to be moving back and allowing point one to kind of move in. And look, now he's just re-entering the area now and killing off all the artillery. The MRJs are gone. Look, point one has no army. I think point one is dead now. Like, how do you stop just simply the medium tanks here? Point one builds only rocket soldiers, but this infantry here coming in from the side here. Look, all the pillboxes are right next to the medium tanks. Nothing is here from with the infantry blob on the top side. I think this game is over. Yeah, there's nothing to stop this push. It's just gonna be way too much. Fuck yeah. Yeah, okay, one anti-air again, but doesn't matter. GG. That was a sick game. Yeah, but there you go, Gen. You gotta remove the communication centers, you know, everything is okay. No, I think like the game, the map structure itself, I feel is good enough, but it's not bad. I really enjoyed watching that.